Landon's light is shining bright. It's been a while since we've sat down with the Landon's Light Foundation. Luckily, they're with us here today. We have Andrea and Travis Solberg and Marianne Rolfson with us, all members of the Landon's Light Foundation. Thank you guys for coming in today. You guys, a new foundation, kind of taking, I know I said this before, and Andrea, you put this out there, kind of putting your pain into motion, your sadness, and doing something that you know that your son Landon would be proud of. And right away, before Christmas, you guys started the 10 Days of Giving, which we kind of followed that whole process along. Can you talk a little bit about what the 10 Days of Giving was and why that was the first thing you guys did as a foundation?
It was, and it was an exciting time. We chose 10 Days of Giving because on December 5th of 2017, that's when Landon's journey started, and he was in the ICU for 10 days when the doctors were working tirelessly to try to find a diagnosis for him. So that was a very excruciating time for our family. So we chose those 10 days to really focus on 10 other families that are unfortunately in the same uphill climb that our family was, and we focused on these 10 families for 10 days and really were able to give them a lot of different experiences and gifts and just bring them some hope and some joy during the holiday season.
I loved what you did, and I know it meant a lot to families, and it meant a lot to the whole community. The next big event, you jumped right into the 3-on-3 tournament, and I know we were there. My daughter was playing on a team. Landon would have been in middle school at Liberty this year, and Liberty was filled with kids, you know, just living like Landon. Can you talk a little bit about how successful that event was?
Yeah, it was pretty incredible. We initially were going to do 80 teams. We ended up with 82 teams total, and we ended up turning away probably 10 or 12 additional teams. So it could have been bigger, but we'd have been there till midnight playing basketball. But I think there was over 350 kids that were part of the tournament, and really we looked at you just showed the clip of the guy rejecting the ball. It was all about sportsmanship at the tournament, and it was kind of came through and through the whole event. We're just so proud of how it turned out, and we could feel Landon's presence there, and that was probably the greatest part. Is we just felt like Landon was there and he was happy. And one of the things that we talked about too is the 6th grade boys team, that bracket had, which Landon would have been a part of, there were 16 teams. So 16 of the 82 teams were 6th grade boys. So really neat to see all those boys playing.
It was an emotional day. It was great to see all the kids with great sportsmanship, all of the families. There was a huge volunteer effort too going on there as well. So two things that right away, and you guys have a lot of great things happening here in the future already. You're not slowing down. But I do want to ask Mary Ellen a little bit about now, you guys were just honored or just recognized as well.
We were recognized at the annual meeting for the Dakota Medical Foundation. Through our work with the Lend a Hand Up for Kids program, we are an annual boost sponsor for them, which means that they take the funds that our sponsorship provides and boost the funding that they raise through for kids that are having either benefits locally or online funding through the community. And we're also doing baskets as well for all of the local silent auctions for kids as well that are filled with all the things that Landon loved or represents him, whether it's Star Wars or Harry Potter or NDSU themed baskets. And so we were awarded the Rising Star Award, and so we're really proud to be working with the Lend a Hand Up group and the great work that they're doing in our community as well.
Now, like I said, you guys are not slowing down at all. The Rising Star Award, obviously other people are noticing what you guys are doing. Travis, do you want to talk about what else you have planned here in 2020?
Yeah, so we got a lot coming up, like you mentioned earlier, but one of the things we're partnering with Bio Girls, and they have, we're going to do I forget what the correct word is, but a service project in the community where we're helping just one of the groups, but we're also going to support one of the run that they're going to do. So they've got over 500 girls that are involved in Bio Girls that are going to do a 5K run. So we're going to be the finish line sponsor for that event.
Oh, that is awesome.
Really, we got some neat ideas that we're trying to do for the finish line, what we're going to do to try to just bring Landon and bring that feel of Landon at the finish line as they achieve, you know, a pretty big milestone, finishing a 5K.
For sure. And Landon was such a great little athlete as well. So staying with the theme of the 3-on-3 tournament and Bio Girls, I mean, this just seems like all things that Landon would really love.
Mm-hmm. It really is. And Another thing that we're really excited about that we're actually going to be rolling out this week is an application process that will be available at healthcare facilities locally as well as online, so that families and relatives can reach out to us and either get financial assistance or apply for a miracle moment. And that would just be something that's really near and dear to that child's heart and could bring them some hope and some joy. And so we're excited to be rolling that out. And it's really just an opportunity for us to be able to help families year-round and reach so many more families through the foundation.
Sadly, you know that there are a lot of families who are in similar situations. Even looking back at the 10 days of giving, it's been something that only families, some families can really understand. And so I'm glad that you guys are able to do that and reach out and kind of put your arms around others. And we're running out of time. Giving Hearts Day, remember the Landon's Light Foundation then,
Yes,
correct, next week?
Absolutely, absolutely.
You guys are doing great
things. There's a lot of great causes out there. We'd love for support for us, but if you're looking at Landon's Light Foundation, look at all these other wonderful charities and donate some money for them as well.
Great, thank you guys for what you do and for coming in today. We'll be
Thank you
right
for having
back
us.
here
Thank you
on
very
North
much.
Dakota Today.